Did you really just say dramatic gasp?
It's too much. I can't take it.
Phrasing.
I must look and see if there are any new YouTube videos to watch.
See? This is your problem!
How do you even see things? You're crouched behind the table.
My eyes are everywhere, watching all the little mistakes you make.
How Lovecraftian!
So I take it you're on the side of me spending time online.
Of course!
Well, what about you? What's the logical solution to this? This is outside my typical area of expertise, but your anxiety is wrong.
What?
And so is your creativity.
Yay! Wait a minute, what?
Spending time online is not inherently negative. It is where you are receiving your education. It is also an excellent place for research, note-taking, or just background noise while you work on non-internet projects. Okay, right. So the internet's good.
Yes!
However, a much greater portion of your time online is spent watching or listening to things for pure entertainment purposes, and while leisure time is certainly important, you spend a much greater amount of time on the internet for entertainment rather than engaging in productive activities. Is that a problem?
Yes!
Potentially. Just keep this in mind for the future.
Wow.
What?
It's just this video I'm watching. It's great.
I will be taking this until the conversation is over.
Can't I just finish the video?
This video is over 2 hours long.
And
I'm keeping the phone.
You know another problem with no activities? No exercise!
Are you just looking for things that I've done wrong to point out?
Yes, that's exactly what I do.
And on that subject, I exercise plenty. Because of the fact I don't have any outdoor activities to go to, I make sure to go for long walks every day. Well, I go for short walks every day. Well, I go for short walks on some days. That is accurate.
hey, it's still exercise.
Is it, though? You won't be young forever, and as your body begins to decay, you may soon come to regret the exercise you didn't go on and the food you chose to eat.
Okay, I may not have the healthiest lifestyle, but I'm still doing pretty well.
Are you sure about that?
Whether or not you are correct, there's a key problem with your suggestions, and that is that they are too extreme. Stop using the internet altogether. Exercise constantly. Finn is not capable of doing these things.
Sure he can.
Perhaps physically, but not mentally. The stress generated by such actions would be far greater than the stress he is currently experiencing.
Hey, Finn does have an activity he does a lot. Role-playing games. Let's talk about those instead, huh?
Yeah, that's a good topic to discuss. We are really good at transitioning between subjects. It's as though these interactions are scripted that way.
Wow, the fourth wall, you've just demolished it.
It's not completely gone. We aren't directly interacting with the audience.
Oh, well, I can do that. Hey there, buddy. No, that was an observation, not a request.
Fine. The role-playing games have been great. Highlights of my week and great sources of inspiration. The players have come and gone, but the games keep going. The games I've been running have probably been the best experiences I've ever had, and the same goes for the game I'm playing in, even though, well...
It's been 3 years.
No, it's been more like 2 or so months, but yeah, still a while since the game happened.
It feels like it's been 3 years.
You don't understand time well, do you?
I really don't.
But the other games have been going well. I really love the stories we tell. All the players have been enjoying the game.
Have they, though?
Yes, they have. They've said so. What happened to not engaging?
Shut up! And you don't know if they're being honest with you. You don't know what they really think of the games.
I do know they mean it because they're my friends.
And are you so sure that they are your friends?
Well, most evidence would suggest that is the case.
Most?
The definition of what a friend is a complex one, and the actions of an individual will not always indicate that they are Finn's friends.
That sounds like a whole lot of words trying to explain that you don't know if they are your friends or not.
If they weren't my friends, why would they play games with me?
Maybe they do it out of pity. Maybe they just like the games you run.
Wouldn't they like me if they liked the games I run?
Well, your original argument was that Finn's friends didn't like the games, but now you're saying that they only associate with him because of the games? What is your point?
My point is Finn needs to feel concerned.
Why do you want me to feel concerned?
You need to be prepared.
For what?
Something bad could happen.
And what is this bad thing?
I don't know.
How am I supposed to prepare for something I don't know anything about?
I don't know, and that means you need to panic more.
But there's nothing to panic about.
You should draw some mythical creatures. What? I've been saying it for a while, and I really don't think you're taking my input into account. Can't you see we're in the middle of something here? This one is not listening to reason. Yeah, well, it's like you said. He's not logical, so why are you wasting time reasoning with him when you could be drawing mythical creatures?
Did you just make sense?
Did I? Does that mean I get the phone back? No, and I will remind you that we are not drawing mythical creatures because Finn has too many pre-existing goals and he would not be able to deal with the stress of managing another one.
And on the subject of goals, I think this is a good time to move towards whatever the conclusion of this discussion is.
Aw, but I was having so much fun doing this, though.
You barely contributed.
You are the one who did not contribute. Your presence here was simply to show how I was not the main reason Finn was being held back.
I contributed plenty.
I suppose, if you choose to count negative contributions.
Right. Over these past years, I have changed. One of those most important changes is learning to become more aware of my anxiety and learning to distance myself from it to live a more positive life.
All this means is that when misfortune finally befalls you, it will be that much more horrible.
If given a choice between feeling bad in the future or feeling bad all the time, I'll go with the former. And it's not like you're gone. When I feel vulnerable, you can be quite a bit of a problem, but most of the time, you're just annoying.
I am not annoying. I am trying to help you.
But you go about all the wrong ways of doing it.
I guess if you, the person watching this, would like something to take away from this video, it's that change can be good. You can improve. You can overcome what causes you worry.
Hey, you know who else tries to end each video with a life lesson to take away? Thomas Sanders. Stop. No, don't ruin the moment.
This year, high school ends for me, and while I have some idea what happens next, a lot of it remains unknown. But I feel confident that with my creativity and my logic, and despite my anxiety, I will be able to deal with whatever comes next.
Well put.
No, it wasn't. There were so many mistakes.
Be quiet, you.
That was so good!
Of course you think it's good. You wrote it.
I know, I'm pretty great, aren't I? Well, right now, I like what we managed to make, and that's what counts the most.
Well, that, and the mark the teacher gives this.
That too.
I can't stand people appreciating things. I'm out of here. Let's never do this again.
Don't count on it! Speaking of more videos, I thought of some more things that happened over the past 2 years that we could talk about. No, the video has gone for too long. Credits,
Roll.